We've all been through a situation where we felt like we gave our all, and within seconds, it all came crumbling down. And it's one thing to go through issues and go through problems and go through trauma. And it's another thing to stay there and allow life to keep whooping your ass. If you feel like you can relate to this message, matter of fact, I know that you can because this is what you're going through right now, Taurus. Definitely stay tuned after the jump.
I feel like I need something. You tried to fight, but you my brain is racing for something. My heart is racing for clarity.
Okay, what's going on, y'all? It's Santana or Aubrey when I'm doing these spiritual readings. And this is going to be a general urgent message for my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs out there. Keep in mind, this is a general message. Even though it is an urgent message, it's a general message. So it may or may not resonate. Take what does, leave the rest. But as always, you can go to my website, thealigningsouls.com, to book you a personal reading. And keep in mind, they are also 50% off up until Sunday at 11:59 p.m., okay, Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so take what resonates, leave the rest, and definitely make sure that you go to my website and take advantage of the 50% off promo deal that I am offering on all personal readings. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump into this, Taurus. Okay, there's some sort of heartache that you're going through right now. There's some sort of trauma that you're going through right now, and it feels as though the world is caving in on you. And it's not even like this is something that just started this morning. It feels like this is something that has started a long time ago. Okay. And it feels like almost like, okay, think of it like this. Like, you know how you go through a situation and then you make it over the hump and then it's like, I can breathe. And then, you go living life and, things are happening. Things seem like they're on the up and up for you. And then boom, out of nowhere, it's like a huge crash. It's like you feel like you're at the top of a roller coaster and then boom, it drops all the way to the ground. And then it's almost as if you won't go back up the hill and you're just stuck on the ground. That seems to be the situation right now. It's like whether or not you were already living on a high and you felt like you dealt with something and it's popped back up, regardless, you feel as though whatever it is that you're experiencing, it's just like you cannot shake, you cannot avoid, you cannot get out of. It's like you're trying and trying and trying, and it just seems like every single time you try, even when you don't try, it's like you get the same outcome. It's a never ending story. Now, for some of you guys, this will be internal, right? This could be your insecurities. This could be self-criticism. This could be your wounded ego. This could be unnecessary dramas that you cause within yourself. For others of you guys, this could be physical manifestations that are happening to where, every time you turn around, your car, your tire is flat. Every time you turn around, somebody is being shady towards you, disrespecting you or abandoning you. Every time you turn around, you're getting fired from a job. Every time you turn around, you don't have enough money to eat. Like whatever the situation it is, it feels as though this is something that keeps on happening. Okay, at least within your mind, right? So your oracle message for this is that there's a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt, loss, rejection, and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, you must not go there, you should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of that is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is not just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, but that wants to protect you. It needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story. And the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. And so, listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all because I'm a Taurus sun and a Taurus moon. This all the way relates to me because I constantly have to tell myself and work on my trauma. I tell people all the time, deal with your trauma, deal with your shadow work. And especially when I do my commentary videos, that's why I always bring up certain things because we see each and every day how trauma manifests into real life and what it causes people to do with backlash, right? Think of it like this. Like I say all the time within my videos. I do not like the whole, oh, protect black women are the most disrespected, this, that, and the third, because 9 times out of 10 is people using it out of context, right? Definitely, when there's missing girls, when rights are being taken away, when women are being murdered, those are all situations that call for protect black women. But when people are just using it just to use it, like look at JT of the City Girls, who's going viral right now because somebody had an opinion and literally all they said was Beats by headphones, okay, with JT. And immediately it became this whole colorist conversation because people immediately position themselves to be the victim in a situation. You have a whole bunch of black women that immediately position themselves as the victim of the situation and are now turning this into a whole colorist conversation when really it was never any of that. And it was more so a play on words because the person brought up the fact that here we have somebody who is doing a headphone campaign. They're covering their eye, and Dre, who used to beat on women, and it's called Beats by Dre. But yet, because people are constantly used to identifying with this never-ending story of being the victim, you're prone to taking a mountain and making it into a molehill. You know what I mean? Like you're prone to taking the smallest of situations and blowing it completely out of proportion, right? And so that is what you guys are doing right now, Taurus. That is exactly what you are doing right now. And it's like, listen, even if the same physical things keep happening to you, you need to try and figure out, okay, what is life trying to teach me, right? Yeah, your boyfriends keep leaving you. Yeah, you keep getting broken up with. Yeah, you keep running into friendships where everybody is doing you dirty and taking advantage of you. Yeah, you keep running into jobs where you're getting fired and people are going through your lunch, while you're working, Yeah, you keep getting a flat, every time you try to drive to work. But what is life teaching you? Like, it's all about perspective. Life is about duality, right? But really, life gets so much simpler when you realize that it's all about perspective, because every misdirection is God's protection. Please understand that. It doesn't matter if you are leaving your house and you stub your toe because you're rushing late to work. Baby, you could have came downstairs and there could have been a gunman outside gunning people down, right? And God just saved your life, right? You're in a traffic jam trying to get to work, but there's traffic everywhere. Little do you know, the whole city is burning down. And had you, been on time, you would have been a part of that and your car could have burned down. Like, doesn't matter what it is, do understand that every misdirection is God's protection. And so instead of looking at it from what was me, what is going on? Why does this keep happening to me? Understand that life is not happening to you, but it's happening for you. You understand? Life is happening for you. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So instead of going with the mindset of waking up every day like, damn, life is kicking my ass. No, what is life trying to teach me? What is life trying to teach me, right? Because right now, the struggle and the challenge for you, Taurus, right now is the fact that you cannot find your way. You cannot find the silver lining. You cannot find the light in the darkness. And so it's almost like you need to call out for help. You need some sort of help out of the darkness. You need for someone to come into the darkness with you and help pull you out, because you cannot find your way. And that is troubling for you right now, because it's hard for you to see that things are going to get better, that you're going to have your happily ever after, that you're going to be okay, and that you're going to be at peace, right? It's hard for you to see that right now. It's completely hard for you to see that right now. And I totally understand. I definitely get it, right? But spirit is guiding you through this conflict, right? Spirit is guiding you through this conflict, and spirit is here to say, hey, rely on us, call on us, call us into your awareness, because we are here to help you, right? We are here to help you. We will give you priority, right? But this is about you being grounded in the facts, right? Because spirit is not going to deal with your temper tantrum. Spirit and the universe is not like, they don't give a damn about, how you feel about a situation. It's about, okay, what can you earn? What can you realize? What can you know? How can you grow? And it's not that the universe hates you. It's not that God hates you. Again, everything is about duality. You have to go through the good and the bad. And a lot of times when you think about your life, we go through the bad to get to the good, right? Look at how many people are on TikTok right now talking about the generational curses that they're trying to break, right? You have a whole bunch of people that are like, okay, well, growing up, we didn't have McDonald's money. So now when I get my checks, I'm gonna make sure that we always have McDonald's money. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people are scarred by that? Like, I know we joke about that on TikTok and we all come together or whatever, but like a lot of people are scarred by that. Me being one of them. You know what I mean? I'm a Taurus moon and I got Taurus in my fourth house. Like, I didn't realize how certain things affected me on a deep personal level until it was time for me to start healing and doing my shadow work. You know what I mean? Even if we go into more deeper situations, you can look at somebody like Trump, right? Whether or not you voted for him, whether or not you stand by him or support him, at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing that he ended up being president, because what it did was it exposed the inner workings of America. You know what I mean? Just like COVID, as disastrous as it was, it exposed so much of what was going wrong and how people really thought and did it. Like, and it's just like you have to find the silver lining. It doesn't mean that you're saying, oh, just allow all of this bad stuff to happen to me and I fully support the bad stuff and bad people. No, it's saying, okay, what did this teach me? Because in life, guess what? It's going to happen regardless, right? It's going to happen regardless. And you have to get to a point to where you remove logic and add intuition, right? Remove all feeling, because this is not about emotions, right? It's not about emotions. This is a time where the only time really where it's a head over heart matter, because it's like, let's remove the emotions. Let's remove that. I feel like this. No, what did I learn? What is it that I now know? You understand what I'm saying? And so the focus should be on moving forward from a place of love, moving forward from a place of, I am love. I am compassion. You know what I mean? I am comfortable. I am calm. I am at peace. I am nurturing. I am healing, right? Because I have learned the lessons that the universe has sent in to teach me. You know what I mean? And thank God to the universe, because had this terrible thing not happened, we would have never gotten to this beautiful place. Had this storm not happened, we would have never gotten to this rainbow. You understand what I'm saying? We would have never gotten there, right? Again, bringing up Donald Trump. Regardless of how you feel about him, his presidency exposed what was really going on in America that a lot of people were blind to. And so now that you know what's truly there, now you move accordingly. And that, Taurus, is where you guys are getting stuck and getting fucked up, because you're so much dealing with emotions that you're not utilizing that beautiful earth energy that you have and saying, you know what, instead of me staying fixed in my emotions as a fixed sign, I'm gonna fix my way into working on and building and learning some shit. You know what I mean? Like you're stuck in this emotional water sign energy, and you gotta get grounded again. You have to get grounded back into reality and say, hey, if this keeps happening, clearly there's a common denominator, and the common denominator is me. What is going on? Maybe it's not that everybody hates me. Yeah, these people was trash, but maybe it's not that everybody hates me and God doesn't want me here and I'm just going to be alone by myself, blah, 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 or I'm never going to find happiness. Maybe it's I'm going about things the wrong way. What is the common thread between all of these people that have fucked me over, right? What's the common thing? And I'll be honest, I had to go and sit myself down this summer dealing with all of this, because I had Venus going retrograde in my seventh house of relationships, and it messed up a lot of, I'll put it this way. I got into two relationships that ended, that two relationships that I thought was going to go far, love bombed and then ended. And also too, I pretty much cut off all of my friends, because the universe was trying to teach me like, hey, you keep moving from a place of survival. You keep moving from a place of lack, right? A place of scarcity. You're not focused on what it is that you need. You're focused on what it is that you want, right? And because you're so attached to the want, because of your past trauma that is not healed, you're not even listening to us when we try to tell you and show you what it is that you need. And so, being that you're doing that, we're going to consistently make sure that you continue to learn what it is that we're trying to teach you through these heartbreaks and through these traumatic upheavals and endings in these relationships. And that's what happened. And then eventually I got it and I realized, you know what? Oh, it's not that I'm losing friends and I'm just going to be destined to be alone forever. It's just I need to stop accepting the bare minimum when it comes to anybody. Any relation to people, just relation to humans, whether it's love, whether it's platonic, it doesn't matter. I need to stop accepting the bare minimum. So it's not that I'm going to be alone forever. It's just, no, I need to learn to protect myself and have higher standards. And so that was what I had to do. So now what is it that you have to do? Okay. Because the outcome that I see is, well, the outcome that the universe wants for you is, let's get you so discontent and bored with what's going on that you're like, you know what? I'm going to choose to heal. Okay, exactly the same way that it was for me. It's like I got so fed up, so sick and tired of being sick and tired that it was just like, listen, I'm gonna put an end to everything because I am bored with where my life is going. It's hurting me. I am in discontent, okay, because I'm not satisfied. And so even if it's gonna hurt a little bit, while I have to heal and while I have to pull these knives out of my back, and it's gonna take some time for me to heal up and for me to, get back to being 100%. But guess what? At least I'm gonna be on a healing journey and not in a place where I continue to hurt and I continue to get even worse. And so that is the task that I have for you, Taurus. That is the task that I have for you. I'm going to leave a protection message for you, Spirit. What protection message? Okay, there we go. Okay, so the protection message that we have for you guys is serendipity. Okay, the protection message that we have for you guys is serendipity. Give me a moment. Let me find the page. Okay, so this is opportunity aligned with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events, right? So your protection message is this. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one, yet it all fell apart. Listen, what did I literally just said to y'all. This summer, I had 2 relationships where, like, and mind you, I have Chiron and Leo in my 7th house. I put it this way, because Chiron is the wounded healer, and Chiron is where your ultimate insecurity is. And I have Mars in Cancer at my 7th house. So while I crave relationships and I crave, like a security guard, shout out to those of y'all that watch my Zeus videos, because I don't be lying when I be saying I be looking at the security guards, because Mars and Cancer in 7th house, baby, we are very attracted to security guards and people that can protect us. But I also have Chiron and Leo in my 7th house. So that makes me, like, as much as I crave a relationship, I also, like, kind of push it away, because at the same time, I've always been hurt by people. You know what I mean? And so it's not very often that I, put it this way, I fuck around and I date a lot more than I get into actual relationships. Like, that's something that happens like once every 10 years. And so the fact that I had 2 potential people and 2 actual relationships that started, okay? And, once I do a story time on that, y'all gonna be gagging. But the fact that I actually had 2 relationships that started, one at the beginning of the summer and then one at the end of the summer with 2 different people, and then it both turned to shit, okay? And then I had to learn from that and the loss of so many friendships. Listen. And I thought that niggas was the one. I thought that, okay, this gonna be the summer where I'm gonna be going up with my best friends, and I'm gonna be with my man, and then Halloween coming up and we're gonna dress up. Like, I'm thinking all of this with everybody. And then boom, person after person after person after person. I can literally count, it's been more than 5 people, 5 to 10 people that I've had to cut off this summer. In every situation, I thought this was gonna be the best summer of my life, best fall of my life. Oh my God, I'm thinking that every situation is the one. And the universe is like, no. And so this is where y'all are, Taurus. Let me go ahead and repeat this protection message from the beginning. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the quote unquote one. Yet it all fell apart. Now consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties. In order to deliver an important lesson, you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. What the fuck did I say this entire reading, bitch? Y'all hoes listening, what the fuck did I say this entire motherfucking reading, ho? Listen. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Because, baby, the blessing didn't come yet. What you thought was the blessing, baby, it was a red flag. It was a red herring. I'm sorry. Listen, we all fell for the red herring. That wasn't it. No, that was the universe testing to see if we was really ready. And we failed. We all failed. So now, before they can bring in the actual blessing, we have to show and prove. Okay, we have to show and prove that even though we failed that pop quiz, that, baby, we're going to pass the exam and we're going to graduate and move on into the bigger blessings of life. Like, come on now. Come on. Don't get caught up in the drama or disappointment. There really is a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what it is that you need and is guiding you to where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. I told y'all. Any misdirection is God's protection. All right, so I love each and every one of y'all. Definitely make sure that you go to my website, thealigningsouls.com, to book you a personal reading. Please take advantage of the fact that they are 50% off right now, because alignment sessions are pretty expensive depending on, where you are in life. Okay, they're $300 or more. So definitely make sure that you are taking advantage of the 50% off deal that I am running right now until Sunday. And yeah, I love each and every one of y'all, and I will see you in the next one. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Oh, and also definitely make sure, for those that are new to this channel or new to these type of readings, make sure that any videos that have to deal with, like, since you're a Taurus, any videos that have to deal with like fixed signs or earth signs, or like a general message video, definitely make sure that you look out for those as well for extra messages. All right, so I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell me what you wanna be. Tell me what you wanna see now. I need us to set me free. Is it them or is it me? I feel like I need some therapy. You tried to fight, but you can't escape me. My brain is racing for